What's up, guys? Hey, I hope everyone is having an awesome day. I had to jump on here really quick just to talk with you guys for a moment about, I was having a wild conversation, and some of the things that I was talking about while they were coming out was like an epiphany to me. So I figured I'd have to jump on here and just share that with you. So I was talking with someone about the world ending and like Y2K, and about how 2012 came along and the Mayan calendar, and everyone's talking about the world ending and what that's gonna be like, or maybe it happened already. So like Y2K, right, in 2000, when everyone was all nervous that the computers were gonna crash and that nothing was gonna be the same ever again after that point, well, they were half right. Now, maybe they were meant to be half right because people weren't really ready to accept the different reality that was to become. However, what this did, Y2K, the internet was out and people were getting used to the dial-up and whatnot. So people were nervous about having the internet not there for them anymore because the computers' clocks weren't all programmed to go after the year 2000, and everyone thought that the systems were going to be obsolete and nothing was going to work how it used to. So, as we know, Y2K came and nothing changed. But what did happen, what did change, is that now people cared about the internet more than ever before, because scarcity was introduced and it was going to be taken from them. So people who maybe needed funding for the internet of expansion now had the support of the public in order to create those things and make those things happen. So Y2K gains a lot of notoriety for the internet and for the support of the internet. So now the internet grows and the internet becomes larger and the internet becomes more connected in different places over the world, because people are saying, hey, all right, now we don't want to have to deal with this situation again. How do we make the computer better? How do we make it faster? How do we make it stronger? How do we make sure that we don't get in a bad predicament in the future? So now all this funding goes into the internet. The internet gets built up exponentially more quickly than it would have if the mass hysteria of Y2K didn't happen. And now the internet is off to a great start. Now, we go into the Mayan calendar. The Mayan calendar says 2012, the world's gonna end. Well, 2012, 12 years after Y2K, was maybe a tipping point of some sort. Maybe a tipping point for humanity and what we've created, this internet. So 2012 comes along and the internet is bigger than ever, and more industries are starting to rely on it more than ever. You had Amazon and these other companies getting really big into the internet. So now the internet breaks into big business, and large corporations are now utilizing the technologies of the internet for their benefit. 2012. Everyone again, oh, the world's gonna change, the world's gonna change, the world's gonna end, because the Mayan calendar, the dates don't go past 2012. So was it 2014? I can't remember exactly. 2012, 2014. That's not the point. The point is that now the internet is so integrated into business and into people's lives, and the ideology that, hey, things are changing, this was fundamentally correct, because things were changing and things are still changing. Now you might ask, how do these, like, what's changing? Well, let's look at the internet for what it really is. The internet is something that is not part of our physical reality, right? Like, the internet's here, but we can't touch it. We can't, like, you know, go and grab something from the internet. But what we can do is we can interact with a device that interacts with the internet. And that device is in our plane of reality, in our world. And the internet, in essence, is an alternate reality. A reality in which that we can interact with and we can do different things and manipulate. However, that reality and that world is separate from the world that I'm in right now. Right now, I'm creating this video in this world, in this physical realm within my life of what I know to be reality. However, this video is not going into this world. This video is going into the internet, which is an alternate form of reality where other people can experience other people's realities outside of a reality that is immediately their own. So, the premise here is that Y2K, people were saying the world was gonna end. End of the Mayan calendar, people said the world was gonna end. And the truth is, the world as we know it, or as we knew it, it did end. Because we're no longer living in that type of world anymore. I mean, with the internet, business is not even done the same anymore. Think about where all of your customers, all of their attention is. All of their attention is on their smartphone, on social media. TV shows are dropping, TV viewership is dropping, people are watching YouTube instead of TV, people are watching and going on Instagram instead of reading magazines, people are looking to LinkedIn like they would look into the yellow pages, and people are on Facebook because Facebook is the new newspaper. So, did the world end? Yeah, maybe our perspective of how the world was did end. Maybe it's time for a new perspective, and this new perspective is what they were talking about when they said things were going to end. So, what does this do for the common person? Well, for the common person, and especially in today's age where people are looking to become more entrepreneurs now, more maybe than ever, the internet is a place to solve problems. So if the internet didn't exist for many years before this, and now we're getting to experience its existence, well, within its existence and the sheer fact that it exists, it's gonna create problems, which it's already have. I mean, Amazon, Airbnb, I mean, disrupting billion-dollar industries. single-handedly, one company disrupting $1 billion industry because of the internet. So how does this affect the layman? Well, if we're looking at business and we want to ask ourselves, what is business really? A business, the way we define at Culture Matters, is the founder's vision to the solution of a problem. So if you're someone who's on the internet and you find the solution to a problem for a person, for a business, there could be many things that you can solve problems for. However, if you do solve that problem, and it's a good problem that a lot of people need solving for, and in. If people can use your solution, then my friend, you have a business. And the founder's vision to the solution problem is the definition of a business. So with the internet, now you have the ability to solve new problems. It is a new world. It's no longer the same business world that your grandfather and your father grew up in. So guys, I hope you got some value. I love yous all. I'll catch you on the next video.